Hi everyone, Megan here again. I have Allison here with me. She is one of our Procure at Home Summer Series vendors for this week that I am hosting, and I'm so excited to talk with her and have you get to know her and her brand and her heart behind what she does a little bit more. So, Allison, tell us
Hi.
what you do. Hi, so excited to have you here. Yeah, so tell us about your brand, your amazing work, and just everything that you do.
Well, thank you so much for having me on the Women's Creative Procure at Home. I am a photographer and make a photographic process called cyanotypes, and I print plants here in St. Louis. And so even though everything was canceled this spring, the plants were still blooming. And so I've been working throughout the spring and all summer making new photographic prints for people to buy. I make prints for home decor. So these are pieces that people could put in their home. Blue is the Pantone color of the year, although 2020 is like, can we redo it? Can we do blue next year? Because yeah, this was just really different. But basically, blue is a great color. It goes well in most people's homes. I have the more expensive framed prints that are behind me of varying sizes, and then I do what I call giclée or reproductions of my original cyanotypes. And I turn those into different kinds of prints like cards, just blank note cards. I also have prints behind me that are a little less expensive, but very sweet. And so I'll have all this on my Etsy shop. So for the next week, I'll be giving a 15% discount. All you have to do is type Procure at Home at the checkout. And another thing I want to tell the St. Louis residents is that even if it says free shipping, message me beforehand because I actually put some of the shipping costs into that price. And so
Okay.
that price might be even further reduced, but let me
Okay.
know because
Famous locals.
I don't want anybody to pay for shipping when I honestly can just deliver something to your house.
Oh, great. Okay, so that's nice to know that you can offer some delivery as well for St. Louis
Yeah,
locals. Yeah,
yeah.
that's awesome. Okay, so it on in your shop, it has the different sizes and if some of them are framed or not. So all the different options are in there. So is everything, since the Pantone Blue is the color of the year, so is that like your collection basically what you have available right now? Everything is with the blue background?
So yeah, the cyanotype printing process will automatically be blue. So this is an
Oh,
old printing process. It was invented in 1842. And I'm a fine art photographer, so I learned this process when I was in school and didn't really do much with it. But then when I was making photographic prints that I thought people would find very accessible, would look really good in most people's homes, I decided to pursue this process and work with it a lot more because that really rich blue that you get is just really gorgeous.
mhm.
But with my reproductions every year, I do try out different colors. So last year I was able to make green prints or maroon prints. This year, actually right behind me,
Mhm.
I don't know if you'll be able to tell, I saw this really beautiful like kind of gray blue color. So I'm able to change the colors a little bit. It's not just going to automatically be blue, but I really think that this looks really gorgeous. It's not as rich of a blue color as you'd get with an original print, but yeah, there's different options on my shop. So you can just select the color that you want.
Oh, great.
But like I said, it's blue is so common and popular. It's rare for me to hear people say, "Oh, I don't want blue."
Right. Yeah.
But I also make my prints in standard sizes so that when you're buying a print, it's very easy for you to go to a store and frame it yourself and just slip
Yeah.
it in the frame. So 5x7, 8x10, even 11x14. But if you need something custom, just let me know because I do all of my printing in-house here in my studio.
Yeah, that was my next question, is if you did any custom offerings, whether it's size or like if someone is like, I love lavender, like can
Yeah.
you make me this beautiful lavender print in this color?
Yeah, so my dream would be to do more commissions like that. So if people have a plant that is really special to them, because I'm just printing with what I have to work with, sometimes what's in
Sure.
the
What you're
yard.
inspired by, yeah.
Yeah,
What's
but
around you.
some people have plants and that they just love and they want to see how it's printed. I'm happy to work with people on that. If people have really fabulous gardens, even I've had some people ask me, would you come to my yard and come to my garden and make a print and just let's see what it looks like. I'm happy to explore those options with people because uh, I should be making art that is important to you. And this is also great because it's having your plants alive in some way all year round in your home. And as we know, we have seasons of the year here where not everything's growing all year. So I'm happy to work with clients on that.
Or if you're new to gardening, maybe everything isn't growing quite as well as you'd hope. So a beautiful print to like have
Yes,
would be
I did
yeah.
it. I'm gonna put this
Um,
on my wall.
yeah, I love that. And because yeah, there are definitely I'm just like my wheels are turning on, you know, people that may have certain memories or like brides that had this special
Yeah.
flower in their bouquet and just want to like hold on to that memory and cherish that in this beautiful technique and print. Like there's
Yeah.
just so many ideas and like just great gift ideas for any season. Mother's Day, you know, the holidays. Yeah,
Mhm.
those
Yeah.
are
Yeah, to your point about weddings, actually, what I was always doing cyanotypes at home after school, but the thing that really kicked off printing plants specifically was um, making table runners for my own wedding and doing a guest list in the cyanotype process for my wedding. So
wow.
um, yeah, I think that they're really nice for formal occasions if you want something handmade. And you know, if you are a bride and you want something kind of custom, call me. You know, I'm happy to talk to you about what I did for my wedding and how I incorporated these handmade items. But yeah, they also make really great gifts. A lot of people buy these for gifts, usually for women.
Sure.
You know, mom or your daughter if she's having a special event. But I think it's really great for people who have a home for the first time and they maybe need a little bit of decor for their home, because I know when I was starting out, I didn't have a whole lot of furniture and but I'm a collector of art, so now I have way too much art, including my
There's such thing as too much or yeah. I don't know.
I tell people I just switch it out. Don't worry about having too much.
Totally. Yeah, that works
Yeah.
great. Yeah, and I love that. So the plants that you use are local, like native plants to St. Louis.
Yeah, native to St. Louis, absolutely. A lot of it is in my yard that I find. So these dill prints here, these little blooms were from my garden. I'm actually much more of a vegetable gardener, and so I really love when I can work with herbs or other kinds of plants that, yeah, they're not these beautiful blooms, but they're really elegant. Like even like my thyme prints. I have
Yeah.
a card and then I have a 5x7. And I have to say, for kitchen decor, because a lot of people might not think of putting art in their kitchen, but every kitchen that I love looking at has some art in it. And so I love working with these more delicate, elegant plants. But yeah, some of these plants come from my neighborhood. I live close to Tower Grove Park. I have a spring blooms series. So the first pops of color, the first blooms in spring, magnolias, forsythia. I love printing those because our winters are kind of muddy and brown and gray. And so when you get those colors in the spring, it's just like it's very hopeful and very lovely. So yeah, I work only locally, and I love going to the farmers market and purchasing plants from local growers. So I will never go to a vendor or another store and get something that's had to travel miles and miles to get here. I think it kind of defeats the purpose when you want to make sustainable art. So
Right.
yeah, all local, all St. Louis made.
Yeah, I love that. And I love that like your art can touch like any kind of plant lover. Like you said, like you're more of a vegetable gardener. So I mean, I'm even thinking of like, you know, everyone that goes to the farmer's market for their vegetables or their herbs, like they could, you know, they can be inspired by and want to have these pieces in their home or gift to their friends that, you know, that love that. And yeah, it just seems like there's something for everyone.
Yeah, that's what I hope to do. And there's, you know, there's like a million other plants I have yet to print. So I don't feel like I'm running out of ideas at
Totally.
all.
And for every season too, like even with the spring blooms and having it in the blue, like I mean, you can have them on display year round.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Which
Yep.
is
That's the goal. It's plants all year. So
yeah, I love that. Is there anything else in your just about your product or your process that you want to share?
ooh, well, I will say most of the time I'm selling this work at art fairs and I'm selling this work in person. And I have had to rethink, okay, what can I sell where somebody doesn't have to see the piece in person and they don't need to have a conversation with me about the process.
Yeah.
And so what I'm finding are cards, smaller prints seem to be selling pretty well on my shop.
Mhm.
But if you're ever, you know, like I said, if you're in St. Louis, talk to me, call me, you know, or message me on Etsy anyway, because I know that that's a bit of a leap, but I am in my own work just looking to how can I use my art in designs where people can comfortably shop online and not need to see it in person. And so that's been one of my goals. And so please check out my Etsy shop and keep an eye on it because I'm focusing a lot more on it these days.
Awesome. That's great. Yeah, for just seeing what options you have, the different styles that you have, and yeah, just a way to get in touch with you and connect with you as well. And shop, of course, shop your product.
Yeah, if you need art, right here.
I love it. Yeah, and we have your direct link on the Procure at Home Summer Series page,
Mhm.
and then this video will be on there, and we have your coupon code that you're offering on there as well. So it's right there for everybody to just see and take advantage of, and we'll have it on our Instagram as well. So yeah, thank you so much for chatting and just telling us about your process and what you do. And it's just really beautiful, amazing work. So,
Thank
yeah,
you so much. I appreciate you saying that, and thanks for having me on.
yeah, absolutely. All right.
All right.